Hi guys, it's good to be with you again. My name is Kola Ajayi, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to create audience on Facebook audience. I'll be showing you how to create Facebook audience. It's important that you know that if you want to have a good time selling on Facebook, advertising or marketing on Facebook, your success will be dependent on the quality of your audience. How do you create this quality audience? Okay, this is something you want to spend time researching and working on. And in this video, I'll show you how you can create your custom audience, your look-alike audience, and how you can create your saved audience. So I'll be showing you how to create your custom audience, how to create your look-alike audience, and how to create your saved audience. So come with me and stay with me through this video as I take you step by step on how to create your audience. Okay, so this is where we start from. The first thing you want to do is click on this. Okay, let's go back to business settings because this is where you most likely start from most of the time. Let's go back to business settings. So you log into your Facebook account. If you don't have a business account, you log into your Facebook account, and on the same tab, you type in business.facebook.com. When you've done that, you will be getting into your business account. You can create your business account if you haven't created one, and if you have created one, you log in, you get into your account from there, and you always come back to this grid for ease of access. And from this grid, you can scroll down and look for audiences. Okay, and that is what we have here. Click on audiences, and from there we'll create our different audiences. Now the beauty of this is when you have your audiences created, it helps you in the course of setting up your ad in the ads manager. Okay, because you already have your audience created, then you just select it when you get to that point, and you're on the go. And this is how to create your audience. It's taking a few seconds to load. So let's wait it out and let us have it loaded. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is it. So you want to look at this. So like I mentioned, there are a few type of audiences you want to create, and we'll take them one by one. How do you create a custom audience, and what is a custom audience? A custom audience is an audience is for you to connect with people who have already shown an interest in your business or product with custom audiences. You can create an audience from your customer contact list, from your website, and all of that. So let's take it one by one. Custom audience. Now you want to create a custom audience. The first thing you want to do is what is your source? So if you already have a website where you have a Facebook pixel installed, you can create a custom audience with people that have been to your website. If you have an app that you've installed Facebook pixel on, you can also do that. You can create a custom audience of that. If you have a customer list of at least 100 people, you need at least minimum of 100. You can also use that list to create a custom audience, and of course offline activity. If you have a video that it's on your Facebook or Instagram account, you can create a custom audience of people that have viewed that video or viewed a certain length of that video. If you have a lead form on Facebook and or Instagram, and you have used that form to generate leads, now you can do a custom audience of people who have filled the form, who have entered their names as leads to you. Okay, and for shopping, for instant experience, for your Instagram account, for your events, for Facebook, and because in some of the instances you might not have all of this. Okay, but most likely you have an Instagram account or a Facebook page, so you can easily create a custom audience with your Facebook page or create an Instagram with your Instagram account. Okay, so you click on next. Now it's loading. So now let's look for an Instagram account. So any of the Instagram accounts, we can use this to do it. People who have engaged with your professional account, yes, people who have engaged, that's the first option we're selecting. And in the last 365 days, or you can decide in the last 50 days, in the last 60 days, depending on what you want. So we want to leave it at the last 365 days. and we'll call this our audience. We'll call the name of this audience um, teaching, because that's what we're doing, and we create an audience from that. That is what it takes to create a custom audience. Now, so what Facebook does is it creates an audience out of all the people that have visited your Instagram account. It creates, and those are the people that will see your advert when you run it online, and that's done. Okay, so that's how to create a custom audience. If you have a list, you will need to upload the list, and the list has to be in CSV format for the list to be acceptable. This is still populating, so the number will likely go higher than that. Okay, so that's custom audience creation. The next one you want to create is a look-alike audience. It's a look-alike audience. Okay, so for a look-alike audience, you need an existing audience or a data source. So if you have a list of people that bought from you, you can use that list to create a look-alike audience. You want to create an audience that looks like people who have done or taken a certain action on your website or on your app or all of that. And you can also use Facebook Pixel. So if you have a pixel that you have installed before now to work on a particular source, and you want to create an audience that looks like people that have responded to that particular ad, you can do that. Okay, so we want to select our data source. So we'll look at other sources basically so that we can pick. So we use an example of we just created a page now. So we just created an audience now. Okay, we just created an audience. Oh, so we picked one already. So let's look at it. So we can look at one of the custom audiences we've created and pick one of them. Okay. Okay. So we've created this as a custom audience, and we can pick this. Okay. So now we want to look at what country you want to select, the country of choice, depending on what country you are, and that's fine. That's done. Now, if you look at the size of, if you want, what you're trying to do next is to look at the audience you're trying to create. How well do they look like the audience? So if you pick 1%, that means they are very close to the audience. They look almost exactly like the audience. If you pick 2%, they look almost close to the audience, but farther than 1. Okay, and as you increase this, then the audience begins to look like. So, as it is clearly stated, I said a 1% lookalike consists of people who are most similar to your lookalike source. Increasing the percentage creates a bigger, broader audience. Okay, so now we are on 3 and it's already 1.2. If we are on 1, there are only 389.3 people there. Okay, and you can decide one. For me, I always like to stay not beyond 2%, and I create my audience with that. Okay, so that's how to create a look-alike audience. We're trying to use the resources that are available for us, and like you will understand that when you want to create these audiences, you will also probably have limited resources in terms of a buyer list and all of that. And that's why I'm using the things that are quite simple and you can work with and are easy for you to understand. The third one is the saved audience, and the saved audience is pretty straightforward as well, and you can go through it one by one. Okay, so we can just call this audience any name you want to call it, and the next thing you want to do, if you want to exclude people who are already in a particular audience, you can exclude them. So you want to exclude people who are already in this audience, you are excluding them. You can continue to do that and all of that, and exclude those ones, and you just exclude them. They are excluded from seeing the advert. Okay, so you are creating a new audience for the new set of people to see. So people who live in it. So what we're going to do now is to determine the location. You want to say maybe you're picking a location like let's pick a location that is easy for us to understand. Lagos, 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 Nigeria. Okay. Then the next thing you want to do is, okay, maybe pick another Lagos, another location. I mean Calabar. Okay, so you do that. Now, if for example you have a physical business that has a physical office, one of the things you might want to do is to drop a pin on your specific office, on your specific street. So you can actually click this to enlarge this so that you can probably get to see your street. And as you make this bigger, you begin to see all the streets are there, um, all the inner streets, and you might decide to drop a pin. And this is how you do that. You drop a pin in that specific location. Okay, you drop the pin there, and you can now decide the radius of the pin that is to be covered, and that helps you to set your location. The next thing you want to do is to set the gender, I mean the age. So you look at what age you want to start from depending on what you want to sell, and you can pick your age range. You can pick the gender, men or women or both, and depending on where you're running your ad to, you might need to change the language or just leave it as it is. And this is where this is extremely important for us, detailed targeting. In the previous one of the videos we have on the channel, I spoke extensively about the audience insight. If you have done your research and audience research very well, you will now know what to enter here to target the people that you want to see this advert. So if you are targeting people that wants to buy real estate, so you want to look at real estate investing. Okay, real estate investing, and you want to look at things like maybe what do you call it now, mortgage. Okay, you want to look at mortgage. Mortgage. Okay. Sorry, mortgage loans. Look at mortgage loans. You want to look at mortgage underwriters, consultants, mortgage specialists, and all that. Basically, we are trying to look at what are the things that will probably interest the people who are interested in real estate, and you can pick all of this up from your research in audience insights, and look at that. So connections and all that. So what you want to do is to click on create a saved audience, and that's how you create and that's what it takes to create an audience. Okay, basically when you get into your ads manager and you want to start creating your ad, then you don't need to start doing this again, because you would have I'm deleting that because I just had to create that ad basically for the purpose of this teaching. Okay, like I've created a couple of other ones for the purpose of teaching some other individuals. Okay, so I'm just taking them one out. I'll just take them out one by one. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I hope you got value from this video. That's how you create your audience, and that's the audience now use eventually to run your advert from Ads Manager. And with time, I think I'll have a video that I have to work on for you, to teach you how to set up your pixel, so that your pixel is what you can now create a lookalike audience of people that have taken activities around where you've installed your pixel. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you got value. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel so you can continue to get alerted whenever we drop a new video. It's all about you, and the whole essence is to create videos for you that will help you in your effort at earning online. Thank you guys.